and James Ignatowich, who are looking to turn the tide here. Anna Bright, the first server.
Set up. 0-0-1.
Just long for Ignatowich. Not just long, it's quite long.
1-0-1.
Big blast from Parenteau. Must be wind or something
we'll
going on.
We'll just say that. Couple of, what a gust there. Oh my goodness. Let's see, those two have wild misses back to back very often.
Big put away forehand for Tyson-McGuffin. So good with his rolls and his precision.
0-2-2. I'll recall. 0-1-2.
And when you have the wind, it's tough to find your drop. You don't even really think about that, but that's the most important thing. You saw in the last match how important it is to get the ball in the dirt. And if you can't, you're feeding the offense of your opponents. The Johnsons are still playing because of that.
1-0-1. Second serve.
Couple uncharacteristic misses for Parenteau.
And she's playing so fast here to just get to that next point and that next contact.
Side out.
Wrong spot there from McGuffin. He thought he could catch Ignatowich, but he's been up to the task on those attacks at his paddle side hip all afternoon long. So how smart, in just one moment, he then goes to the backhand and catches Ignatowich. So that's the processing, literally point to point here, that these players are doing.
Ooh, ATP from Anna Bright, nearly defended by Tyson-McGuffin.
Yeah, just wasn't quite set. Had a good read on it, knew it was coming, but was backing up a little bit. And here's that swipe around there, and Anna Bright fired up.
Tagging Anna Bright was Tyson-McGuffin. Apologetic afterwards, but a side out there nonetheless for Parenteau and McGuffin.
Yeah, you hit a great point like that to end with a ball that skids off the tape, but that's part of the game.
Second serve.
Ignatowich right at the body of Parenteau.
1-1-2.
Oh, a hooking Ferrari forehand that you love to see from Tyson-McGuffin.
Yeah, and he's like, come on, fans, you had to love this.
2-1-2.
Saw that a lot in the last match against Coop and Frazier, where he was great at attacking the right side of Coop, who was in front of him in that match. Obviously here it's Anna Bright.
1-2-1. Second serve.
Just great awareness of where he was going to get attacked here and able to give ground, and that's the biggest part of that, and why he made it was he gave a little bit of ground.
How McGuffin even got a paddle on that one.
Gave ground there too, but way too much force coming at him. And you know, that's some teachers teach, once you get to the kitchen, just stay there. That is horrendous information you're being given. If that ball is up on the other side, give yourself a little extra time by bailing out of there.
Wow, a speed up from Ignatowich, put away by Tyson McGuffin. He took full advantage.
Yeah, and McGuffin knows if it's over there and he speeds it up, his left shoulder's out, so just defend the middle, and that's right where the ball came.
Down the line for Anna Bright, testing the backside of Tyson McGuffin.
2-2-2.
Just barely missed. Side out. Not a lot of margin for error in this match.
2-2-1.
Oohs and ahs from the crowd, feeling for Anna Bright, who just barely missed that tough net bounce.
Yeah, didn't have the angle to be able to go cross court and go over the lower part of the net. And that's just tough luck for her.
Side out.
And Bright frustrated with that choice there. So a couple of opportunities to speed the ball up have gone in the wrong places and been thwarted.
McGuffin catches Ignatowich in the air. Parenteau will serve. They take a 1-point lead. Wow, what defense bailing out was Tyson McGuffin with the advice he just gave a moment ago.
4-2-1.
Knew they got lucky there. Oh, and that's the one he misses.
After a ridiculous drop on like the 9th or 11th ball there from Parenteau. Got him all the way back and actually almost ahead there, and then McGuffin couldn't find the dink.
Oh, cross court was James Ignatowich.
Yeah, got to get that down on the ground in a hurry because you've only got the width of the court available to you, and that's just 20 feet and a lot more narrow than that from where he hit it. So that's a great job of getting that ball on the ground quickly.
Point.
That's what doesn't usually happen from this team. So a couple mistakes from McGuffin.
3-4-1. Second serve.
Interesting, not going to the two-handed roll dink there. Went with the one-handed push and tried to go up the line.
Better that time for Ignatowich.
Yeah, and you see McGuffin trying to fake because he knew Parenteau was in trouble with the short return. And great job by Ignatowich of going behind McGuffin.
Wow, what a battle and a firefight won by Tyson McGuffin.
Yeah, Bright, after all that defending, just started swinging for the fences in the transition area there. That's a tough place to win from after some great defending.
Second serve. 4-4-2.
Sailing it long was James Ignatowich. Parenteau-McGuffin back on top by 1.
Five, 4-2. Point.
There's that sneak attack we saw earlier. Rettenmeyer did that a few times, jumping in front of Jansen. Nice job by McGuffin.
6-4-2.
Bright helped him out, though, by hitting a ball that's going to go deep. You want your opponent to be uncomfortable. Same exact play, same result yesterday. So interesting all around here, and a really well-played match to start.
Not the shot Anna Bright was hoping for out of that timeout. So McGuffin will continue his run up by 4. Wow, Tyson McGuffin gets involved and goes straight ahead at Anna Bright. 2 points away from taking the opening game.
Pulled it to the right side of her body and would have kept it in, and Ignatowich jumped in there and took a dink from Anna Bright and left it on that McGuffin forehand, and McGuffin pounced. That's really smart.
Wide for McGuffin.
Like,
that's what he wanted.
Get that thing down, man. Get that out front.
4-9-1. Point.
Catherine Parenteau, no reason to have to run back to return, but go right ahead.
Second serve.
It's interesting how aggressive McGuffin is in defending the unwinding of the stack. He takes a step all the way over and dares you to go back door.
Wow, Tyson McGuffin, 34 years old. He is so good.
Just all over the place, and screamed at Parenteau to let one of them go, but her paddle was already an inch from the ball. So this team, 2 days in a row as individuals and now paired together, look fantastic.
Tough miss for McGuffin there.
Yeah, he's trying to take a bunch of court and then stop and be ready to defend, and just didn't have him balance quite where he wanted it.
Wow, an attackable ball for Catherine Parenteau. She takes full advantage. Goes right at James Ignatowich.
Beautiful shot and great location.
10-5-2.
Game point. Third shot miss for Tyson McGuffin. Just missed by a millimeter off the top of the tape. Ignatowich will take the break and a chance to recover a 5-point deficit.
Great job there by Ignatowich, though, of changing. He's seen McGuffin, so he did drop it to that backhand side that got them in without any problem, but then couldn't win the rally.
couple of singles players playing singles. McGuffin and Captain Parenteau saying, okay, take the right. I'm going to take over the full court after you go out of it.
There's the Burt right there. And then Parenteau couldn't hit an overhead there.
Lets it go.
I can't tell you how good the recovery of Parenteau was in the middle of that, because McGuffin was on the dead sprint and it was beat back where he came from, and Parenteau stayed there. That was terrific.
Wow, a rolling finish for Tyson McGuffin.
Event.
You're welcome.
And thanks for being a part of it. And thanks, Michelle, for. Oh, thank you too, Michelle, of course.
So game 2 underway here in the semifinal match. Ignatowich comes away with that one. They'll take the side out.
Got the reach, so Parenteau knows she has to be so precise when you're dinking forward. So there's the you return to Anna Bright, and James just runs right at the ball. That is pressure to find a safe place to put the ball. Great job by that duo. Wide on the serve. Tough to get that momentum going. Hate to miss a serve wide there.
1-0-2.
Ignatowich absolutely peppered that serve. Just really went after it. Oftentimes you'll see if your partner missed a serve, the next one will just be laid in. That was not his mentality there, and maybe it should have been. Wow.
And Anna Bright brought this up. They've been slow to start in a couple of matches, and certainly that's held true in this one.
Excellent point, Michelle. That's been...
Second serve.
We saw Tejas in singles just kept losing game 1s and scrapping his way through. This team did not have a good start at all in the quarterfinals, but got to the finish line.
Although earlier today, they didn't really have any problems winning every other match in 2. Tyson McGuffin gets a bounce there, but they beat every other team other than in that quarterfinal match in two games.
And maybe she is referring to historically too, that they just have got to start better when it gets to the tougher teams later in the day.
And here comes Tyson McGuffin, a barking Tyson McGuffin.
Yeah, the volume from the players has been muted today, and most of that's been because the team on the other side has not created that whoa.
Miscommunication in the middle. How does that happen?
That happens because McGuffin thought Parenteau was going to come wreck a two-handed backhand right in the middle, and she said, no, he's going to wreck a forehand in the middle, and neither one communicated.
Who do you think that ball was?
Because Parenteau was in front, and I actually understand the read both of them did, but that's one I'd like Parenteau to have that aggressive mindset and go get that. She's got a great two-handed backhand.
McGuffin responds. Quick side out. Tie game.
2-2-1.
Oh, beautiful angle from the backhand of Tyson McGuffin.
Three, two, one.
First stab on the forehand and then just perfect.
Second serve. Three, two, two.
Ignatowich big in the middle. Serve returns to Bright and Ignatowich. in a must-win situation here.
Second serve.
Tough bounce off the tape for Ignatowich with a second chance to serve.
2-3-2.
Anna Bright was ready for the firefight. She wanted in.
And Parenteau and McGuffin chose not to switch because Ignatowich is serving so big. She got caught the last time trying to run over. McGuffin's got the foot speed to get there, and Ignatowich unable to make it. You hate to.
3-1.
Oh! Catherine Parenteau, she grabs it some way, somehow. That was an incredible ATP.
It sure was, because that ball rode the rail, and you heard McGuffin trying to encourage her around, and man, she slid and got there. That was tremendous from Catherine.
Wow, and then the inside-out volley to polish off the ATP. That's going to give you some momentum.
Yeah, back-to-back highlight reels, and you saw Anna Bright clap the paddle. Same issue with McGuffin serving. They couldn't get the switch.
It was way out. James Ignatowich.
Frustrated with what took place there. Had the perfect Burt setup, jumped in front of Anna Bright and had any finish that he'd want there. And I think we just got another timeout. And this is a guy that looks like he is in need of some energy. And he is eating a bar and he's checking the calorie count and everything else here. This guy is intent on the ingredients.
It's the angriest bite I've ever seen.
I mean, that is... I hope whatever ingredient he was looking for was in there, because we're not that far away from him.
Poor guy. Oh, man.
He's just trying to get his body, because that's 2 fast timeouts. So the ramifications of that are, if this gets to 8-9 and you need to reset the offense, can't do it. If there's a call, and we haven't had anything close, but it could happen, cannot challenge because you were out of timeout. So I understand if your body isn't feeling right, that's got to be the first thing you decide to do and get that fueled back up, because that's numero uno. But there are other ramifications down the road potentially of these 2 quick timeouts.
Tyson McGuffin unfazed by the temperatures, by the way. 63 degrees, and he's already gone through a shirt change.
His sweat don't
He's
care.
Still sweating.
No.
He is still sweating. It could be icicles outside, and Tyson would still go through 10 shirts. But who's counting?
He was, actually.
Oh, and off go the 3 seed. They've been lights out since that ATP. That was such a huge momentum swinging point for Catherine Parenteau.
And they want to keep letting Tyson serve because it keeps Anna Bright over there on the left side.
Oh my, I thought that was coming back. What pace on the paddle of James Ignatowich.
They're going to keep Anna Bright on the left. And just your footwork and your paddle position changes because your volleys are a different direction. I mean, that she's used to switching sides, but left that dink up and got away with it.
James Ignatowich comes to life, and they're desperate.
They are, and McGuffin was so patient in keeping it to Anna Bright, but then it is that ball right there that he brought back at Ignatowich, thinking he'd had an opportunity. Didn't stay on the target.
Second serve.
Right away, McGuffin answering. Bright will be the second server on her side. Down a game and down by 5. This match slipping away from them.
3-8-2.
Yeah, and this is that same Newman style where Ignatowich does have the two-handed backhand in the middle as well, but he will be frozen out. Bright's going to get every ball in this formation. And you have to stay true to the plan. And I know Catherine was like, oh, I can sneak this behind Ignatowich, but that changed the whole momentum of the point.
Wow, that was a ball that Ignatowich definitely couldn't get to. How did Tyson McGuffin hit that hooking forehand roll?
So that's a little more in the middle of the court so he can get it farther away from Ignatowich. So if he is going to sell all the way out, that ball is a great one to pull back behind him. Nice recognition from McGuffin.
Here comes Catherine Parenteau with that big two-handed backhand down the line against Ignatowich, 2 points away.
Yeah, just flicks the first one and then goes right at the paddle side hip. So impressive.
Beautiful angle, countered by James Ignatowich.
Seen enough of you, Catherine. Take that, says James.
9-4-2.
Wow, Tyson McGuffin jumps in the mix of a good speed-up chance from his partner, Catherine Parenteau, going cross-court to Bright.
10-4-2.
Match point for the 3 seed. And on the paddle of Tyson.